Here we go. Stand by to drop. Open bay doors. Opening bay doors.
Warning. Main bay doors open.
That's right.
Please keep your hands.
We're gonna open those doors.
inside the vehicle at all times. The stream will begin shortly.
Because the stream's about to begin. And here's our drop. Away we go. Welcome everybody, wherever and whoever you may be. I'm gonna bring this mic up just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Maybe a little bit of agua. Okay. Rush K. Focus on firepower, laser duration, heat jet. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I'll try that maybe. Maybe I'll give that a whirl. Welcome to the chat room, that's right. Welcome. McFish, yeah, come on over. I just dropped, so you'll have to wait for a moment. I got in a little late. I had to go help my sister with her refrigerator. I'm sure I won't last long, though, so it won't be a long wait. Howdy, everybody.
Hello.
Major MacGuffin. Genjacat. Dick Genesis. Dak Genesis. Like Doc Genesis. Aggie Law Girl. Aggie? Atomic Armadillo. I've seen him before. Wavy Crockett. I've seen them. Haven't seen Gay Kittens before. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but I haven't seen them. Renegade Pariah. Voodoo Jedi Ninja Magic. Wow. Samzeal. RWK. Andros Skyblade.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Shoot, I usually tap out at around 50% health.
All systems nominal.
Negative. Command to warriors. Capture resources and wipe the surface.
I need lots of help with Echo.
We have taken Sigma. Affirmative. We have Theta. Resource point Epsilon is ours. Target spotted. Kappa has fallen. Gamma is theirs.
Forger Skull.
Hey, Brinker Man. Welcome. I just
Sorry about the friendly there.
started.
Affirmative.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Artillery strike online. Artillery strike activated.
A good start. Keep holding the resource points, warriors. Target spotted. Need assistance? Target spotted. Need assistance?
They're bugging out.
Need assistance? Target spotted. Need assistance? Kappa is under control. The enemy has resource point Theta. Target spotted. Target spotted. They are a quarter of the way there. Do not let them push ahead.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
We're halfway there.
Right torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Large pulse laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
Target spotted. We've captured Gamma. The enemy has captured Epsilon.
No, now you're just holding down buttons.
Target spotted.
I don't know if I can get this guy over here or not. They're probably going to get me.
Heatsink destroyed.
We've collected 75% of the resources.
Well, put up a valiant fight. 802 damage. 1 kill. I'll take that.
Kappa has fallen.
Brinker man, you forgot me. What do you mean? You didn't forget me. Oh, you forgo me.
Our foes are
Fogar me.
halfway to victory. Resource point Sigma is now
Probably should have moved a little
controlled by the
sooner.
enemy.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage.
Boy, my camera sure looks bright.
Warning, incoming missile.
Wonder if I can
arm
adjust that a
critical
little bit.
damage. Left torso critical damage.
Oh. I don't think we have enough caps either, do we? Nope. Shoot. We're gonna lose. Oh, there it is.
Embarrassing defeat. Our foes have gathered enough resources.
Good try, guys. Thanks for the drop. And my damage wasn't pinpoint enough either. How did I do? Oh, Andros Skyblade beat me, but other than that, I was up top there. Let my reputation go far and wide. All right, McFish, let me get a group going here. I think part of the problem is I'm using my both fingers to fire the alpha. I used to use my left joystick fire button for the alpha, so I didn't have to mess up my aim at all. And so I'm not as precise as I used to be, but my button's not always working on the alpha, on the left-hand trigger. Creating group. Invite to group has been sent. I'm going to go check my camera real quickly, because I feel like I'm just too bright. I'm a bright person. I get that. I know that. Video settings, video call advanced. That just feels a little better, doesn't it? Let me go to Ugly Mug. Wait, is my Ugly Mug not working anymore? Great. I don't even know where it is. Pre-show iPhone. Oh, close up. That should work. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Looks like I have skin again. Skin again. Apply, okay, and close. All right, here we go. Wavering Pepper, howdy. Thanks for adding the viewer, the lurking viewer. I appreciate it. I was just going over my stats, my stream stats, and I think my stream is growing by leaps and bounds. Like just last week, I had 2 viewers, or week before last, I had 2 viewers, and that was up by almost double from the 1.2 viewers of the previous week to that. And this last week, I think I had 4 viewers, so it's been doubling week after week. And right now I have 6, so that's already a 50% improvement over the previous week. And so if it grows tonight, this could be the beginning of my giant Twitch takeover. Yeah, I don't know what the cuss word is you just typed in there. That's great. you were probably mocking me, and fortunately my chat bot, intercepted and translated it into just general cuss words. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm kind of mocking myself. I had dreams of stardom, because kind of like, who's the guy? Kenny Rogers started. He always wanted to be a great singer, pop country singer, and he just started singing. I think it was like when he was 50 or 55, and he just kind of became a really quick success story and top charting, and here he is, this old guy with a beard, and he was singing with people like Dolly Parton and really huge names in the industry, and doing his own hit songs on the radio and stuff. And so I just knew deep down in my heart of hearts that once I started streaming, I would be the Twitch equivalent of Kenny Rogers. I even thought about growing my beard. If I grew my beard out longer like his, then people maybe even would see a resemblance, even though I know I look a lot like George Clooney, but maybe they would sense a resemblance. And so it comes as no surprise to me that I have gone from 1 to 2 to 4 to now 6 viewers on my stream. I mean, I just expected that all along. I just didn't expect it would take, this many years, decades. No, I think the highest number of people I've ever had on my stream was like 52 or 53. And I think I was able to discourage them from watching. I was down to like 30 within about 5 minutes. I think most of them were like, oh, I'll watch this guy. And then they looked down and saw my face and saw how old I was. And I thought, I'm not going to watch. And they thought, I'm not going to watch this old guy. And they clicked away. So I think that's kind of a thing for my stream. It's a filter, age filter. Except for some of you youngins who have better taste, more refined. Young people, yes. Youngins. Spring chickens. Fresh hatchlings. That is the correct pronunciation for what you wrote, yeah. Yeah, lurking's cool. Young people. Don't really know where I want to go, but I'm going to try to do something smart, like stay with the pack a little bit here. Probably not a good idea. If I was McFish, where would I go? I'd find a good place I could snipe, which is probably going to be over there, and I'm not going over there. McFish, where's a good place to go snipe?
Any place high.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm kind of... Since I don't do drugs, I don't really know how to get high. All right, making the move. And they're going to shoot me, I know. Ouch. Ouch. Don't know why I came over here. Don't know why I came over here, and I probably shouldn't have, but you guys followed me. There's an Atlas and an Annihilator here.
Target spotted.
And I'm the only one here. Is everybody else down low?
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Just not in a good spot. Oops.
Artillery strike online. Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Seriously, the Annihilator backed up? I feel like I'm kind of alone up here. Guess I am.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Well, you guys would have to come up. There's an Annihilator and an Atlas up here at F6.
Thanks, Corsair, for the help.
Target acquired.
Target
Delta,
spotted.
Delta.
Heat level
Enemy
critical.
forces at 75%.
And he's down, thank you.
There's cargo in the back there. What?
Howdy,
Yeah.
howdy.
Howdy. How you doing, Pyro?
Alright, how are you?
I'm getting toasty here, but good.
McFish, you doing well?
Artillery strike online.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Sorry.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Good kills. Thanks for coming up and helping me. Kind of bailed me out.
Target spotted.
I still even have my arms.
I think everybody hit that catapult more than the Atlas.
Artillery strike online.
Guys, two people flanking into F5. Watch out.
There's a God Sniper Delta 6, Delta 5 upper.
Target acquired.
He's dropped Echo 5.
Oh,
Looks like only half of the enemies remain. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Left leg critical damage.
McFish.
Enemy has
You got the kill. I jumped down so I could finish him off, and you're like, finished him off.
few hostiles all remain.
Ah, I'm not getting anybody.
Cowards. Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Hostiles are eradicated.
Great work, guys. Good match.
In the glorious
Did you?
triumph.
Oh, that sounded creepy.
Eh, 4:30. It's okay. Almost. Well, not even half.
Hunchbacks are really good.
Hunchbacks. I think it has something to do with the pilot too. I'm not sure about that. Pyro, would you like an invite?
Sure.
I'll send you one. Be happy to. I'd just be happy to. Great Wolf. There's a wife beater in the hotel and the cops were called. What? You just have all of the interesting stories. Like my interesting story for tonight that makes me a hero is my sister called me and told me, come over and move my refrigerator out from the wall so that I can push the reset button because it tripped the GFI circuit. So I had to drive over and pull the refrigerator out. I had to lift up some carpet to do it. It wasn't like it was an easy task. And then push that little reset button, and then I was a hero. Can you believe it? You, on the other hand, are like beating down slave traders and, you know, protecting innocent women from jerk wife beaters. It's amazing. Okay, tell us more. Tell us more. Ran into the pool area with one cop in pursuit to take a swim. Why would he want to take a swim when he's being attacked by, or pursued by the police? That seems kind of dumb. Pyro, I don't see you in here.
I joined. You're too slow.
I see. I'm just too slow. Too slow, Joe. So, McFish, we get to make up a story. Oh, you are not supposed to run near the pool? That's right. That's probably why the police were, you know, triggered. They knew that was him. That's what tipped them. The cops, they're authorized to run, I think, in that kind of a situation.
It's not safe.
I know, but if you're worried about the safety of others, cops can go faster than the speed limit, for example, and do a high-speed chase. Me and the other cop realized we could cut him off. Of course, you're with the cop. Here, let's go this way. We'll cut him off at the pass. They probably know you on like first name basis now, right? Don't all the cops in the precinct know you? That's amazing. Well, tell me, what color was his swimsuit? Because I'm sure he probably dressed to go swimming, right? It wasn't a Speedo, was it? Because then I wouldn't have chased him even if I was a cop. It's like, I don't want to get too close to a Speedo. It's too much. Or too little.
I think if the cop was chasing a wife beater, that eliminates certain states from the running.
Oh, it's allowed in some states?
Yeah, I think so.
Like which state allows wife beating? Because I'd like to have that state penalized. Criminal rounds the building corner and my barking 65-pound German Shepherd is there to greet them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, which states allow wife beating? None. I've got to think that none is the correct answer. I know somebody that used to get beat with a cast iron pan by his wife. She was large and hot tempered, and he was very kind of thin and little, and he would get whacked in the head with this cast iron pan. She wasn't super strong, so she didn't kill him with it, but certainly left some cranial impact zones. Criminal eats the ground. The cop chasing him only sees the dog. Trips on criminal and eats the ground. Oh my gosh. Arkansas men can beat their wives, but only once per month in Arkansas. But if they go over the state lines, can they do it more than that? Is that what you're saying, McFish? I would think that in Arkansas, then wives should be able to shoot their husband if need be. Me and the other cops die laughing. That's terrible, or it's great. Can't decide. A little bit of both. Oh my gosh. I don't know if Drax is watching the stream or not. Oh look, I've doubled my double. I'm at 8 viewers now. So if I get to 16, that'll be quadrupling my doubling of viewers. And I'm making all these statistics up, by the way. Those of you who are maybe just dropping into the stream, I'm making it appear as though I'm much more popular and my channel is growing much quicker than it really is by saying that I had 1 viewer, then 2, then 4, and in successive weeks, and then now 8 this week. And if I have more than that tonight, then it'll be like an unstoppable roll. Made up statistics are the most correct ones. LDAC, that's pretty much sadly often true. That's funny. Stupid laws. Wait, seriously, did you actually put a link? I didn't notice that. You put a link to that as being a law? It is legal to beat your wife so long as it is done in public on Sunday on the courthouse steps. Seriously? No, come on. Please tell me that's not true. Strangely, you can't believe everything you believe. See, you're right. Howdy, everybody.
Online.
Yeah,
Sensors
Captain.
online. Weapons online. All
Yeah, I
systems
figured you'd know half the
online.
police department now, because you have them for other things too, right?
Clan command. Get to the target and capture it.
Other than chases and stuff. I see this landing strip, launch strip, and it just kind of curves up, like you could get up enough speed and just kind of go and off into the sky. It's tempting to run down that thing and check it out. Just Pyro, your stalker's not moving. Oh, there you go.
There we go. There we go.
You have like a tarp or a sleeping bag hanging over it.
Oh, I know. That's what you gotta wake me up when the match starts.
Going camping? It's got a raft.
Yeah, we're in River City.
Oh, that makes sense.
Didn't you bring a raft?
No, I brought inflatable air vests, life preservers. They have a little CO2 cartridge that automatically inflates them when I get in the water. And since they're really big, it's kind of cumbersome when people laugh at me in my mech because it's covered in a big orange life preserver. Great Wolf, do they know that your in-game Twitch name and stuff is Great Wolf? Because they would probably like that too. And why aren't they watching my stream? That's what I want to know. Do you know the guy who founded DHB, Colonel Havoc, is a cop?
Target spotted.
Nothing there, but I thought I'd shoot at it anyway. He's a police officer. He hasn't been...
Artillery strike online.
He had children and got married and had kids, and now he's hardly ever on. It's kind of sad. It's good that he's not. That's definitely more a priority. But he's a good guy, and I miss dropping with him. Probably better if he raises his kids so they're not delinquents and wasting all their time on Twitch and on this game, which is addictive.
Fish, you need help over there? What do you see?
Affirmative.
The back of their team.
Artillery strike online.
So Timberwolf and H6, but most of them are running away from me.
Smart of them.
Target spotted.
Got one in our backfield, light.
Oh, I got headshot. Oh, didn't get headshot.
Darn it. He's chewing on me.
Artillery strike.
There's probably a dual heavy Gauss, dual
I need a little help
heavy PPC Fafnir there.
Incoming missile.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get killed.
Right torso critical damage.
Can't turn fast enough. He's in nice and tight. Got me. I didn't even know what that was. What kind of mech was that killing me?
Critical.
What's weird is I did get a couple good hits on him, but then he got in closer and I couldn't track fast enough.
Critical. Override shutdown.
I was going over to
Override
maybe
shutdown.
assist Fish.
New target acquired. Kill level critical. Override shutdown.
Ooh, they've got like a lot of Gauss or heavy Gauss.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's a Fafnir with dual heavy Gauss,
New
dual heavy
target
PPC.
acquired.
Who's the little guy running around in our
Target
backfield that
destroyed.
killed me? What was he?
Center torso critical.
I went from like perfectly fine to dead.
New target
They're hitting us pretty hard and pretty well.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
I didn't realize that guy was behind me.
So Great Wolf, you must be pretty secure by now. A lot of people aren't very secure, even at your age. But you, obviously, are secure. At least in
New
that
target
way.
Acquired.
I think it's that guy.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile.
This guy's hopelessly outmatched.
Right torso, critical damage. Center torso, critical damage. Left torso, critical.
Your efforts here have
All right, thanks for the drop, guys. Javelin or an assassin?
Hey, nice battle. Raoul, you were great.
I got creamed.
Yeah.
Pyro,
Two
you
guys
did
are
well.
Running Victor double heavy Gauss.
They didn't do tons of damage, though.
Well, it's because heavy Gauss is pretty efficient.
You mean it's efficient, meaning they should have done more damage if it was efficient.
No, it's not going to spread damage. You know, you only get, 100 damage, and you can core through a CT.
Hunchbacks don't have very thick CTs.
No. No, they don't.
Kakai, did you get a stalled ad on my stream? That's terrible. I'll give you your money back. There. I don't want anybody to go away, feel like they didn't get the disappointment they deserved. I'm live. Yes, I'm live. All right, here we go. Dum, dum, dum. How you doing, Kakai? Eldak, how are you doing? And Great Wolf, how are you doing? How's Doc Wolf? I like that you come in and share your stories. That's really, really funny. Very entertaining. However, I don't want people to think that I don't want people to think that I'm not a significant, player just because I only fix refrigerators. I also fixed my mother-in-law's door latch so that she could lock it herself instead of having to have someone come lock the door for her and unlock it. So that makes me her hero, I guess.
Hello.
Hey, Cody, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm going to cancel. Are you in match?
No, I'm not. I'm just dropping in to say hi.
Oh, okay. Ready up again, guys. Sorry.
And hang out a little bit.
Yeah, great.
And maybe kick around a few ideas and get your input on them.
Okay.
Not related to Mechwarrior.
That's all right.
But just like.
Hang on one sec.
No, this is.
Hang on one sec. Kakai, games have been good and bad. It's been a mix. I lost server connection by reconnecting. Okay, go ahead, Cody.
All right, so I play Dungeons and Dragons a lot, right?
Yes.
And you know that I have several people, including like Maelstrom and a couple other people from DHB, coming over to my Dungeons and Dragons server to play.
Yeah, I don't know how many, but I knew some of them were doing that.
Yeah.
And McFish, there's tons on the board if you want to grab some more tons for you. Ready up.
What?
Kakai, if you want to come in and drop with us, we have a slot open.
Yeah. So I have a new campaign idea that I just posted in my server today, and I wanted to kind of kick around the idea with you, and figure out if you had any other input, something cool ideas and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you the rundown of basically how the world that they're going into is going to be, and a little bit of that, and then you can kind of give me your thoughts as far as that goes.
Okay, hang on one second. Hang on, got another chat thing here to do. So Kakai, there's the link to our Discord server. You'll drop in to the landing zone. I'll go up and set your permissions. Then you can come down to the Ghost Lance channel If you want to go into looking for group, I can pick you up in there. Oh, actually, do I have you on my friends list? Yes. Then never mind. There you go. Invite sent. I don't know if you wanted to come over to comms or not, but it's there if you do. And I'll go up and look real quickly in case, and while Panzer keeps talking.
Oh, I'm just gonna read a little bit about the world that they're going into, just
And this
so
is
you have kind of an idea of what they're walking into.
Now you realize I know pretty much nothing about D&G though. D&D,
That's
though, right?
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So it's basically think neo-noir or like noir in levels of intrigue and a Cold War style of like factions intermingling and social intrigue and a cloak and dagger type of stuff, and various families in power struggles with each other, and moral ambiguity is kind of like the core features of this world.
Okay.
Magic is everywhere. It's built into the fabric of the world. It's basically how everybody lives their day-to-day life. Like, magic takes the place of electricity, essentially. And magic paves the way for technological advancement. So,
why would you need technological advancement if everything's magic?
Well, there are things like automatons that people in this world help or use to help build vast cities and huge complexes and so on and so forth, and create things. Because when the world is your oyster and you have limitless potential to create things, people just create them.
Okay.
So this world is ruled by like 12 or 13 different factions that all have ties to one or more forms of magic that they specialize in. And there was a war about 100 years ago that basically split the world kind of in two. In the sense that before the war, everybody was ruled by giants. Giants basically had every other race enslaved, and the only reason anybody has magic is because they learned it from the giants who were their captors, because you don't spend so long around somebody without picking up a few things about their society.
Okay, we've talked about this a little before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
maybe.
Keep going.
But so the giants have actually been defeated in the last war, and they've been dormant and in hiding since. Some of them have popped up occasionally to cause mischief, or so on and so forth, but largely they've been subdued for now. But the world has its own problems, because when so many people are free all at once and have no idea what to do, people start making decisions, and not everybody is always going to agree on what those decisions are, or the outcomes of those decisions, good or bad.
Okay.
So the world is thriving in one way or another, and very chaotic, but also very controlled in the sense that technology is still advancing, magic is still pervasive throughout everything, and society is kind of in a point where people who are willing to do jobs for money and don't really care where the money comes from are the ones that get things done. So the adventuring party is going to be essentially people who are from outlying villages around a central city. The city itself is a large metropolis with 5 levels, each of the levels indicating like social status, essentially. The middle level would be kind of where they're all going to meet and eventually do the majority of their adventuring, bouncing back and forth between the upper and lower levels throughout the course of their adventuring career and stuff like that. But they're all going to do this by the middle part of the city has an adventuring guild that sends talent scouts out to various cities, to
Howdy,
various
everybody.
towns and stuff like that, to kind of look for potential employees.
Yo.
And these adventurers are going to get asked or offered the opportunity more or less to come to the guild, see what it's about, and see if they want to actually apply for employment. In return, the guild will provide them with an avenue to be able to gain recognition with some of the ruling factions of the city itself, which in turn would give them reputation and so on and so forth.
Reactor.
So, depending on how good a job they do, doing the jobs that they're given, they will earn more or less reputation.
Okay. Let me back up for just a second. So I'm still a little confused about the technological side. So if everything's done with magic, like electricity and lighting and power and robots, automatons, what's the purpose of technology and what about it is actually improving?
Move here.
So
Affirmative.
before this technological boom, where things have advanced to the point where they have, magic was alien and not very well understood. And the only reason people have anything in terms of technology so far, and when I say technology, I mean like early steampunk technology, basically. So nothing like a car.
So not radios or lasers, or there might be guns, but they're gunpowder and not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, stuff like that. So technology
So basic
is
mechanical
rapidly,
devices,
but
and
not. Yeah. It's
Okay.
advancing rapidly, but not to the level that
and not very far yet.
we have today.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then now go back to where you were at, and let me ask another question. What sorts of jobs are available for people to take that they would want to take?
Well, there's things like delivering messages to different districts and different people, just to get their name in the door. As far as like, this person works for these people and is doing XYZ, etc. There's information jobs. There's protection rackets. There is guarding a bank, escorting an envoy of one house to another. Things like that.
So fairly simple, just kind of tasks that you'd have people do and need to do for business or deals.
Oh my god,
or,
it wasn't clear.
Stuff that's important, but not necessarily important enough to bother the people who are. Yeah.
Okay.
Target spotted.
And they will earn a wage for doing this. But the guild will take a cut, because obviously the guild is a business. They have to make money somehow.
Target spotted.
To provide the services they need. Or to provide the services that they do. And the adventurers will gain the majority of the pay that comes in from whoever is posting the job.
Okay.
We got them coming in from Echo 5 as well.
Kind of like a bounty board service, except there's a little more...
Just assume they have control of the Echo line.
Officiality to it, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically it's... There's always going to be a paycheck, no matter how good or bad the job is. It's just going to be...
Let's throw some of the catapults.
Delta. Focus Delta. Focus Hotel.
Acquired. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Good kill.
Target spotted.
Pick another target. I'm not able to.
Target spotted.
City, India.
Target acquired.
India.
Target spotted. Sorry, need assistance.
Target destroyed.
Good kill.
Need assistance. Affirmative.
Timberwolf on me, Delta 5.
Need assistance.
We're gonna run out of targets, guys. You're getting a little greedy, aren't you?
I'm gonna go for tabs.
Assistance. Affirmative.
Why not?
Well, with a cough and a sneeze,
Target spotted.
I kind of lost track of things when we got into battle there. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I figured, or I realized that as I was talking,
And I was starting to go.
Collect more resources.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So, what's the last thing you understood?
So they're gonna get. There's lots of different jobs, which all sound boring to me, but they get paid, and that's how they make their income and stuff. I got that.
Yeah, and some of the jobs are obviously going to be more complex.
I'm in Delta 6 right
And the
now.
more dangerous jobs are obviously going to pay more.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of
Kappa.
the adventurers will have the option of choosing the bounties that they choose or that they wish to take.
And what sense of adventure does one get from doing those boring jobs?
Well, in gaining reputation with the different factions, you also gain
Target spotted.
knowledge and resources
Target acquired.
about or
Target destroyed.
regarding those particular factions and other business they might be dealing with outside of the guild. So those factions might then approach those particular adventurers if they are reliable enough to assist them in their own endeavors. So if they need some,
I get that, but I'm just confused about nothing sounds very adventurous to me from what you've described. There's this nice universe, okay, got that, and all these different strata of cultural and faction or castes or whatever. You got all this stuff going on, but the things that I have to do to get anywhere sound like they're boring. Like I don't want to protect a bank or things like that, I guess. Well, I want some adventure because you've been building it up like this. There's this adventure. What's my adventure? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The overarching adventure is basically going to be that throughout doing some of the jobs, and this is going to happen early on, by the way, throughout doing some of these jobs, they're going to realize that some of the nefarious things going on in this city, they're interconnected.
Okay.
There's a faction that's going to be starting to become that nobody really knows about, but is starting to become more apparent as the adventurers continue to do jobs, and they're going to be trying to wrest overarching control of the city and basically dig up old wounds from the last war. And it's one of the giants, one of the more pervasive giant lords that was actually had everybody enslaved before is coming back.
Okay, so there's a evil force that's lurking and controlling them that you're going to have to discover and then combat at some point.
Yes,
later on,
and it's going to be discovered throughout adventuring and throughout uncovering things that this faction is trying to resurrect an old power, and that old power is the giant lord that I just mentioned. That's trying to come back.
Okay, hang on one second. Kakai, so I saw that you're in comms here and don't feel like you have to talk. That's totally fine. Welcome. And I will, you probably know this, but please keep it family friendly. So if you do unmute yourself, don't unmute yourself just to cuss. And then, I'm just joking. So, I mean, I'm not joking, but I'm just joking. Never mind. And so, McFish is always my hero too. I know what you mean. Back to you, Panzer. So I know you're not cursing. I'm just joking that, if you, never mind. You know why I'm joking, because you're muted. So we wouldn't know that you're cursing or not. But if you unmuted just to curse, that would be the violation that I don't want. So I'm just joking. Never mind. So, okay, keep going. Sorry.
So this giant lord, in Dungeons and Dragons, there's a couple of different types of giants, but the general idea is that with the different types of giants, there's a hierarchy of giants.
Okay.
You got cloud giants at the top.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you again. McFish, you haven't heard me cuss on my breath because I don't cuss. So I don't cuss under my breath or above my breath. I just don't. So you didn't. You could be entirely sure about that. And Kakai, I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't take it for any more than that.
I'm very sure that you didn't swear.
Hey, Fishy Ghost, welcome. Go ahead,
I've been here
Panzer.
for a while.
Fishy, you're gonna have to listen. Panzer's trying to lay out a whole thing here.
So there's different types of giants, like I just mentioned.
Yeah.
And what I meant to say was storm giants are up top. They are the top. They are the the most powerful type of giant there is. But just underneath them is cloud giants. And you've got stone giants, fire giants, ice giants.
Okay,
forest
you
giants
can
and
skip
hill
over
giants.
all that part because it means nothing to me. And so my question is, and I won't be able to help with any of that, and you've got that all mapped out. So my question is, what, what part are you looking for input or ideas or feedback on? Have you gotten through enough of it for us to know that yet?
Well, I mean, you're more familiar with biblical stories than I am.
Oh, okay.
I was assuming, or probably rather poorly, that you would remember something that might also be able to be used in this type of context, like maybe the David and Goliath story or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, perhaps. So like now along that lines, give me some more places where you would plug that kind of stuff into. Would they be like parts of jobs or adventures that you want a basic plot line for that we steal from a biblical overlay or something like that?
Yeah, stuff like that, or just something that the players can, because they're obviously free to leave the guild and go discover stuff on their own. That's totally an option.
Right. Well, in the case of David and Goliath, it's just kind of an interesting story because David was it says he was of fairly small build and ruddy, so he's like a redhead is what that meant in appearance. And they wanted the whole army. Saul was facing them in the valley of Midian or someplace like that, and David was taking bread to his brothers who were fighting with the army, and all of the army was afraid to confront these guys because these guys were all giants. And Saul made something about, there's somebody who would, fight this guy, because they came out and said, we'll give us your best warrior and he'll beat our best warrior, and then whoever wins the battle, or we'll just kill you all. And nobody would do it. And David was there bringing bread to his brothers so they'd have something to eat. And he said, well, where is this uncircumcised fellow? I'll fight him. And everybody's like, you're just a little kid. He said, I've killed the lion with the jawbone of a donkey, and I've killed wolves and fought off bandits, and this guy's nothing. God'll give him into my hand. And so they say, well, okay. And Saul says, well, put him in my armor, so at least he's protected. And they put the armor on him, and he can't even move in it. It's so big and heavy for him. And he says, I don't need this. And he takes it off, and he went and he got, I think, 3 round stones from the river, and he had a sling. And what people don't usually realize is the sling in those days is a length of cord about 12 feet long, and so and it has a leather pocket in it. When you swing it around